It was on this day, September 8th, 2008, that I started my career as a YouTuber. At first, when I started, I only started watching videos and making small comments on them. Not once did I even think about making a video, or for that matter, getting into the YouTube series of videos like other users would do, like Alpha Omega Sin, Some Call Me Johnny, Razorfist, and even Cabana Money 456. When I first started out, I just made comments on videos. I didn't think I'd actually get into this line of creativity and expressing myself. When I started the channel, I only made maybe a few videos at first, but then I quickly took them down after realizing the quality was terrible. I joined out of humor and to comment on videos. I sound like a broken record right now. And if you had asked me about 10 years ago, would I have started on YouTube even when it started out and everything? My answer to you probably would have been just no, because it just seemed like some sort of fad or something. But as I got more and more deeper into the community and looking at all the videos and creativity stuff people made, I found myself thinking, I could do this. I like being creative now, and I like expressing myself now, especially because I'm much more open and more open-minded. So why not? And that's when I made my first video, an RPG Maker video based on my RPG Maker project. Back then when I started out, I always looked at videos ranging from RPG Maker VX to RPG Maker XP, video game reviews like X-Play, and other interesting stuff. I stayed the course and made well over 158 videos. Some I hold near and dear to me, and some I made out of humor to see what others would think. But alas, my first time making videos, I was sloppy. I started out pretty sloppy, and I was still young, naive, stupid, and reckless. I had fraps back then to help me try and record videos before I found out about Camtasia later on. And I stayed the course with trying to make an actual RPG Maker project based on my fantasy characters I made on Soul Calibur 3's creative custom character creator. Then later on I tried doing other videos, like impression videos and stuff, but I'll get back to that at a later time.
But yeah, it's hard to imagine that I started my channel over 10 years ago. Where does the time go, you know? And throughout that time I've stayed the course, as I keep saying, and I've tried to make content and videos that are, well, befitting of me in a way. And it all started basically on my Windows Vista Acer tower, and that computer tower still works and everything, but, well, let's just say after complications beyond my control, and it keeps crashing on me every occasion, I had no choice but to basically move all my stuff over to my Dell Inspiron computer tower. In fact, I think I'll show that up to you, so give me 1 minute. The whole entire video process for LeoHightower started right here on this computer tower. That's the modem right now for our internet and everything, but it all started right here on this Windows Acer Vista tower right here. This computer tower in particular still works amazingly, but unfortunately it tends to crash a lot. I guess because the operating system has gotten old, because Windows Vista is pretty much, as the broken hearties say, obsolete! That's the old keyboard on top of it. I don't even use the keyboard anymore because I got the Dell keyboard hooked up to it at times, but I mostly use this one right here. My Dell Inspiron computer I got last year, basically. And I got it hooked up right now, as you can see. In fact, you can see right there, that's where the creative process is. That's where you can tell by the Sonic the Hedgehog OC with the fedora and the blue shirt on is me, basically. That's me doing all that stuff and hard work, you guys, but it all starts right here. That Vista Tower had Sony Vegas Studio HD on it back then, but I kind of retired from doing that since I got Camtasia and this one other software on the computer right here, but I'll get back to that at another time. Anyway, yeah, that's basically where it all started and everything, you guys. Sadly, I don't use the computer anymore since I use my Dell one, and it's a lot more better and faster, and it has more space on it for me to do my videos and stuff without being too cluttered, whether it's music files or anything like that. So yeah. Yeah, anyway, but when I first started out, of course, I started out as an RPG maker of all things, and the reason for that is because, well, I was just fascinated by RPG Maker, especially back then when it was on the PS1, and my sister had that game, including my sister Ebony, and I think someone else who was a friend of mine who tried his hand on it since he had a PlayStation emulator. The thought of making my own game back then, when I was still so young and so naive, was such an amazing, mind-blowing complex. And when I started out, of course, I tried my own hand in making it. If you guys remember, of course, Project Sage, Murayami, or Final Fantasy Sage, you guys remember, those of you who have been on my channel for the longest? Yeah, that's still a thing in a way, because I got the files and everything on my computer. And originally, the whole project was named after the main character of my fantasy story, Sage Murayami, whom I later changed to Kenshin Murayami because I figured Kenshin was a much better name. Seriously, Sage Murayami? What was I thinking back then? Kenshin fits him much, much better, especially with some of the character names and changes I've made. Sage wasn't a very good name, that's more like a girl's name. But I guess whatever works, you know. But yeah, I made RPG Maker videos and stuff back then, and I tried my hand at video game reviews because after all the knowledge and stuff I've inputted into playing video games and it cultivating up here into my mind, I figured why not? But then after that, you got users like Some Call Me Johnny, Super Gaming Brothers, or Games Weasel, or others doing video game reviews, and they could probably put more emphasis into them than I could. And yeah, so I kind of just stopped after that. Most of the videos I did were just, you know, pictures of me talking over music and giving my honest opinion about the games. Although I might try that again since I am starting my own personalized Leo versus video reviews and everything like that. My first major video on YouTube was a video of me showcasing my project Sage Murayami off, where it showcased me testing out the video and seeing how my map making skills and my programming skills were, and I think it did okay, especially because it got the attention of a couple of RPG Maker people who were on YouTube still at that time. They're probably not even there anymore, but shout out to my old pals Rama44, Overlord Arcana, and Zach Foss, and Booze45? Yeah, shout out to you guys. Hey guys, how's it going? Believe it or not, I still feel the need to make an RPG Maker project, but who knows when that will happen, you know? Oh my goodness gracious, wow. Just, wow. Although, I will say this much. One of my first videos I did make on YouTube was a little video called Sonic Forms. And that video had no voiceover dialogue or anything because I didn't have a microphone or anything. It was just a tongue-in-cheek, letter-to-box, picture, music video of me showing off all the various forms Sonic's had throughout the games, maybe the cartoons, and the comic books and everything. And I included 2 fan-made forms from Super Mario Bros. Z and Dawning of Darkness made by Shade Falcon. In a way, I kind of felt like these forms were also kind of cool in a way. I also included Sonic the Wrath of Nazo form, Shattuck, inside of it. Yeah, I'm still a major Sonic the Hedgehog fanboy after all this time, and I made that video out of something creative, basically. I just figured, you know, and believe it or not, that video got so many views out of some of my other videos to the point to where people just started subscribing like crazy, especially when I started another video project known as Streets of Rage Remake User Boy Edition, where I took Streets of Rage Remake version 5 gameplay and I put User Boy music over it. And for those of you who don't know, User Boy is an awesome video game music DJ guy who mixes up certain music compilations like Sonic and Michael Jackson or Sonic and Tupac together and turns them into a music file. And some of his compilations have gotten lots and lots of love, hate, but also lots of flair over these few years. And if you haven't probably noticed, I'm a huge DJ Yuzo Boy fan. I'm a big fan of his. I love his music compilations. So as a tribute to him and showing some love, I made Streets of Rage Remake Yuzo Boy Edition, version 5. And yeah, but I'll get back to that another time. Believe it or not, I actually did remake my Sonic Forms video about 5 years ago. Unfortunately, that video ended up getting blocked worldwide, so basically 5 weeks of work straight down the toilet. Yeah, and I actually had voiceover by me talking about the various forms and everything. I used my knowledge from the video games I played or from what I knew or watched online to basically put that all together, and it's just, this is a whole lot better, and it'll do a whole lot better than the first video because I took it down to make way for the new version, basically. Sort of a redux. But alas, it got hit with the copyright claim, and it got blocked worldwide because I used Sonic X footage, apparently, to show off the Dark Sonic form. So yeah, like I said, 5 years of editing that one particular video. Down the porcelain. Down the crapper. God. But yeah. I later continued to make videos for my RPG Maker project back then. I also made up a few character profiles as well as cutscenes, if you guys can remember the cutscene videos I made, where I showed up various cutscenes I was using for the story basically. One where Kenshin and his friends found themselves in a cathedral full of dark red crystals and they met the priest who was a part of the occult of Ion Alexander, who was one of the bad guys of the game. And one cutscene where Kenshin was being seduced by, or I should say Sage slash Kenshin was being seduced by a Reina doppelganger, and Reina was his childhood friend but also his lover in a way. Natsumi saves him. And you guys may also remember that one cutscene video I made where it showed Ion Alexander turning into like a Lucifer or a demon type of enemy, and then I put the fade out screen where it showed this is the part where you would fight Ion. Do you guys remember that? If you don't, I don't blame you and everything, but yeah, I made cutscene videos for some of the videos back then, or my RPG Maker videos, and after a while, I tried to see if I could get help for that particular project, but alas, I didn't get the help I needed. The two people I asked pretty much ditched me and said, do it yourself or something like that, or figure it out for yourself, you're smart. And I'm like, really? Really? Why you do these? Don't mess with the Zohan. Why you do these? I just asked for help. Why you do these? Why you do these? It's just, But after a while trying to fidget around with the project and everything like that, especially when I was trying to get more help for it, I realized something in my mind that I didn't realize until much later on when I got much older. There's not a solid foundation for my game. There's no foundation for it, no support. I don't have everything completely planned out. I just started making it out of like curiosity, like a kid playing with Lego blocks basically. I didn't have a solid foundation. The characters weren't fully developed. Hell, my map making was god awful. If you remember from some of the preview videos, I put out a demo of the game and everything with all that music in it. Just, God, I sucked. Those videos, unfortunately, of the old RPG Maker project are no longer on YouTube. They're gone, you guys. They're lost to the chronicles of time. But if someone had a Wayback Machine to go back in time and grab those videos and they showed them to me, or they still had a downloadable demo of that project, Project Sage Murayami, please show me, because I'd like to see how, you know, kind of like Hurricane 360 when he did Sonic GX, and I'll talk about that later on, but yeah, he pretty much considered it a bit of a failure, but there was a lot of potential there, but I'll get back to that another time. So yeah, after about a few years, after 2 more years of trying to put the project together and working on other things, especially college with the University of Phoenix, I decided that the time was then, the time was now. It was time to basically put a close on Project Sage, and maybe one day come back to it at a better time. Especially when I got the foundation and my characters and everything planned out, so yeah. But it's no longer a thing on my channel. I have thought about actually bringing it back, believe it or not, you guys, so there's still hope, but nah, not right now. Maybe if I got a lot older and I got a bit better at doing RPG Maker stuff, maybe. But yeah, maybe one day, you guys. Maybe one day. But who knows? You never know. Sadly, I have no interest in getting back to it, but you never know. In the words of Sting, nothing is for certain. But yeah, ever since then, just wow. 10 years on this channel, and some of my efforts have gone to waste, some of them have gone to good consideration. I've inspired others to make videos. Where does the time go? You know, just wow.
Nowadays, when I look at my channel and I look at the videos I've made over the course of these last 10 years, I think my channel kind of declined a bit, especially after I started doing Sonic GX dubbed. And the reason for that is because I say some of my later videos haven't really gotten any views, or they suddenly get thumbs downs for no reason. And I'm like, what the hell? Now when it comes to my videos, I don't let the views define my channel anymore. Either people watch my content and they'll subscribe for more and stuff, or they don't, and I'd be like, then what are you doing on my channel in the first place? You know? And I really do need to consider getting myself an Elgato capture device more than anything, just so I can start recording videos off of my game systems and everything. I need to probably do like Maximilian Dude more than anything, who's also another inspiration for my channel now at this time in year, to start making videos and probably getting others involved and start doing Twitch streams and stuff, you know? But yeah, like I said, I procrastinate a lot of videos, especially because real life does get in the way, and I apologize to you guys on that. I try to do things and I try to put out more content, but I will promise you this much: I'm trying my best to do better, and I am trying my best to get more content out. It gets frustrating when you're trying to make a video and then all of a sudden you're like, I gotta stop, I can't do this right now. I have my on and off days, so yeah. But, you know, for those of you who do watch my channel, for those of you who have been here from the beginning, thank you. And for those of you who have started subscribing to my channel and everything like that to watch my content, look at some of my old stuff. Give me a personal opinion on my stuff, you know, like, what could I do to actually improve my editing or just my personality or even my videos after all these years? Because I know I shouldn't let the views and everything like that define me, but, you know, for those of you who are watching and everything, you guys are my viewers. We're like pals, we're like friends and everything like that. Give me some pointers and stuff like that, you know? Because without you, this channel wouldn't even be here. It wouldn't even be made, and Sonic GX Dub would not be a thing. My Let's Play of Metroid Fusion would not be a thing. Hell, Streets of Rage Remake User Boy Edition would not be a thing without any of you. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Seriously. I cannot thank you guys enough. I can't think of the right words. I apologize, you guys. It's just, wow. But yeah, you guys can understand what I'm coming from and where I'm coming from.
And throughout the next couple of years, I kept making more and more videos. I kept doing Streets of Rage Remake User Boy Edition. I decided to start up my own blog video, basically, where during some of my update videos, I talk about many things, and I guess the update videos work and everything, especially when I talk about little things, but I also tried to put out questions for you guys to answer. Unfortunately, I get met with nothing but the sound of crickets. So yeah, my posts and questions fall on deaf ears, but I'm staying the course no matter what. I never really did anything major for my channel, except for the time I made my 50th video spectacular when I still had a crap ton of videos back then. And my 50th video spectacular was when I revealed myself to you guys. my face and everything, and I talked a little bit myself in the RPG Maker project, what makes me me, especially considering my personality and everything. I'm just a simple guy from Texas, you guys. I'm trying to find my creativity and bring myself out, but it's just so difficult when, you know, you're trying to make something and your budget is really low and everything like that. I'm not rich, I'm not poor or anything, I'm just so-so, like right here. And throughout the productivity of my videos, you can tell how far I've come, basically. I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but yeah. The major videos I did that were big and everything on my channel were my 50th video spectacular, and of course my Sonic 21st anniversary spectacular, if you guys remember those videos, because they're still up on YouTube if you guys want to look at them. And let me see, I posted those videos, hang on, let me see. I know I posted those videos back in 2011, 2012, I gotta see. Got my phone right here. Let's see, go down, go down, go down, go down. Go down, come on. You guys have to forgive me. But yeah, my 21st video spectacular was back in approximately... I made a crap ton of videos, so it's hard for me to remember exactly when I do these things. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah, 6 years ago basically, so back in 2012, and I've also made other videos on my channel. If you guys remember my video game collection videos, like when I showed off my Nintendo GameCube games, my Super Nintendo games, N64 games, even my old PS2 collections. And yeah. And my 50th video spectacular was over 7 years ago, so back in 2011. And I stayed devoted to making videos. I put a lot of time, effort, and patience into the videos, but I would always get distractions and stuff like that. Like, my aunt would usually come in from work and I'd have to stop recording, or I'd have to deal with other little things in my life that were too personal to deal with, especially with health issues and everything. I'm no one spectacular or anything, you guys, but for what I do my best, and I put a lot of time and effort into it. I put a lot of passion into my videos, and if I come off as half-assed, that's my unfortunate problem. But yeah, nothing too major. I would also continue doing vlogs like my Toonami retrospective, which was 6 years ago, and that got a few views, where I talked about G4 and how it was leaving and everything like that. And then of course, I also started doing a Let's Play of Maverick 3 Zero's Revenge by Maverick77, and that stayed okay for a while until the views got lower and lower and lower and lower, to the point to where it got ridiculous for me to try to continue, because once I got Ultimate Armor X, that was pretty much it. The game just became piss poor easy. There was really no effort put into continuing that game. To Maverick77, hey, I think you did an okay with the game and everything like that. I'm not nitpicking or anything, but the difficulty was just... it was just... Other videos that I do remember making on my channel, besides Streets of Rage Remake USA Edition, was my Let's Play of Metroid Fusion. And that video, those videos are still up and everything. I also tried a Let's Play of Chronicles of a Dark Lord Episode 1 Tides of Fate, Blind by Kizarev Studios, and that was a gift, believe it or not, along with the Sprite Creator Game Character Hub, which I enjoy immensely, because back around 2012, I started making RPG Maker sprites more and more and more, especially redoing some of my old characters and everything, and you guys can see those sprites on my second DeviantArt page, Leon/Muriami, named after me and my main OC, Kenshin Muriami. I've made over maybe 200 or 300 sprites, as well as Space Maker stuff, and I still keep getting requests every day, sometimes for certain people, and my sprites speak for themselves. I love doing Game Character Hub, and I love doing character sprites for RPG Maker. Heck, even RPG Maker VX, even though MV's probably the new version that everyone jumps to. But yeah, my sprites speak for themselves, you guys. I'm pretty good at pixel art. I found a good passion for it, and I made lots of character sprites, from Phantasy Star to anime sprites. I even made a version of Sonic Amy, as well as other character sprites and just random stuff people give me. And I still got Sprite Maker Sprites videos on my channel, although they get less views more than anything, but it's me showing off my creativity, and I'm pretty good at what I do. But yeah, who knows what kind of videos I'll make in the future or anything like that, or if I'll continue. Do I see myself continuing in YouTube in the next 10 years? Who knows? But Sting says, the wrestler Sting, the icon Sting, nothing is for certain, and that is the truth. My original icon, I think, back then at that time was a blue swordsman pic that I found randomly on Google when I was image searching because I was starting out on my channel, basically. It was a blue swordsman, and I'll show that off right here. A blue swordsman with yellow eyes, which I thought was fitting of my character at that time. And my original intro for my channel was me putting little letters saying like welcome to my channel, and this is, it would show a picture of Bleach opening number 4, I think, where it showed Ichigo turn around and then he slashes his sword, and then I'd have a picture of Ichigo pop up on the screen with my username on it, LeoHightower. That was my original channel intro. Then I switched up to my old Gaia avatar, which you see with the fedora and everything, reminiscent of Michael Jackson. And it switched from that to having Mega Man X4 stage start, where it showed the intro for the bosses, if you guys remember Mega Man X4. And when I was still a member of the Gaia Online community, I'm not going back to Gaia Online, unfortunately. I stopped going there back in 2012, around the time I quit my RPG Maker project. So yeah, the community's fallen on hard times. Well, if I could say something to myself back then, now, about would I consider using YouTube now, back then in the past, my answer probably, my younger self would have probably said no, probably. You have to forgive me, I'm doing this kind of unscripted, you guys. It's a little embarrassing, but yeah. And I've got low light because it's cloudy outside. Blankety blank rain. When I started branching out back then in 2012, 2013, as you know, of course, I made my video game collections, like my PlayStation 2, PS1 collection, my GameCube collection, N64 collection, and other video game collections. I would even blog about many topics, like I said, like G4 shutting down or Toonami making return, and as you know, of course, like I said, I started Streets of Rage Remake User-Boy Edition. The project concluded on August the 4th of 2017, but the whole thing started back in April of 2011. And wow, that's a total of 6 years working on the whole entire project. It's had ups and it's had downs, and I've had to switch between the Dell computer and the Vista Tower constantly just to get the last few videos out. And the reason for that is because every time I tried to use Camtasia, the footage would slow down like it was going in slow motion, and that really got bad. I think my channel picked up a bit more though when I started on Sonic GX Dubbed as a tribute to Hurricane 360, because he had quit the series basically and he wanted to move on to bigger and better things. But yeah, darn light. Anyway, there we go. But anyway, when I started Sonic GX Dubbed, I did it out of a tribute to Hurricane 360 for making such an awesome series, which in my opinion felt like it needed a bit more work to get things working and everything, get a few kinks out. And also as a salute to ArcLad84, who dubbed Super Mario Bros. Z along with a few others. And I guess though Super Mario Bros. Z was an inspiration for me doing Sonic GX Dub, because I wanted to do a little something to maybe get my channel up, and just to show as a tribute to Hurricane 360, because he and I became pals around that time when I checked out his series, and I became a major fanboy of his. We started out as a fanboy fan, then after that he and I became pals. So and when I started doing more videos and everything, I stopped using Fraps and I started using Camtasia to do my work. And Camtasia helped me out greatly, along the lines of Sony Vegas Studio, because at first I would record videos with Camtasia, then I'd use Sony Vegas Studio to help me add in music and other little things into it, since I just used Camtasia for recording game footage and everything. I still use Camtasia to this day, especially on the Vista, well, not on the Vista Tower, but the, you know, the Dell Tower. Unfortunately, I don't use Windows Movie Maker anymore because it's pretty much outdated in my opinion, but I'll use it for like the little credit crawls in some videos, like if I do special thanks and stuff, so that's good. And it's helped me out greatly. Believe it or not, I've gone through 3 headsets over the course of the years, and it's those little, you know, what's the name of the brand? Well, 3 different type of headsets. One was, ooh, I forget the name of the brand. Ooh, but, if I think of the name, I'll get to you guys on that. But I've gone through at least 3 headsets and 3 mouses throughout the time I've had the Vista Tower. And, you could usually get the headsets down here at the dollar store, and they worked pretty good up until my last one. The mic kept falling down, and I had to keep adjusting it and holding it up. In fact, during my Sonic 21st Anniversary Spectacular, you could tell, if you look carefully enough, I had to keep holding the microphone up because it kept falling down, and that was really frustrating. The video editing process was really tough for me, especially because on certain days, you'd see me switching shirts and everything if you didn't notice. That was really painful. You see, because I would record one day, then I record the next, and then after I got done with my shower, I'd record and I was in a different shirt, so that probably, you know, was kind of confusing. And when I started doing more videos and everything like that, I finally got a good headset that would work perfectly for when I would start doing gaming, as well as my video vlogs in front of the computer, and that's my Turtle Beach Air Force P11 headset for computers and PS3, and that headset works like a charm. You've seen me probably use it a few times, or heard me use it a few times in my Let's Play of Ghostbusters, or me trying to do my Chronicles of a Dark Lord Episode 1 Tides of Fate videos. Come to think of it, I keep promising and making promises about certain videos, and I keep procrastinating on making them, so I apologize to you guys. I have ADD and ADHD, so it makes it difficult for me to get my thinking and processing good, so I apologize, you guys. I try my best. I try my best to make videos, but sometimes it falls flat and I can't keep my promises. I'm limited to what I can do. I'm not rich or anything like that. I'm not rich, nor am I all that special. I'm just a simple guy who lives in Longview, Texas, trying to make videos and trying to make a living and everything like that. Especially considering, believe it or not, the camera I'm using right now is a Sony Handycam HDR CX110 I bought from my cousin's old choir music director, who was selling it on Facebook. And I don't have a tripod for this thing, so I gotta stand it up on little stands and stuff like that to actually use it, or carry it around whenever I blog or something like that. One of my latest blogs I put out was a birthday blog where I went to the mall and I bought a few things after that I went to see Deadpool. You guys know that blog, it's still up and everything. But yeah, the only thing this camera needs is a tripod, and but I'm lazy for what can you do, you know? But I'll get one eventually. That way it'll be a lot easier for me to make videos for you guys. And I won't have to stand it up on things, I guess, like Johnny and Elliot. Come to think of it, they celebrated 10 years on the channel. I'm like, wow. Just wow. 10 years. Where does the time go? Another channel intro I remember having or worked on back then was oh yeah, it was the first intro I made for my channel, or I should say the secondary intro for my channel, which contained a remix of a song from Notorious B.I.G. aka Biggie Smalls. That was a remix. I think it was Thuggish something, I can't remember the name unfortunately, but that intro is probably long gone. It's probably on one of my older videos basically, but I made that intro as an intro for my Food for Thought vlog video where I talk about various things or opinions throughout the world. To be truthful, the Food for Thought videos, they never really panned out much because I hardly worked on them. That's another lousy, sloppy part of my channel that I wish I could have redone back then in the past. And I also tried to do a little bit of blogging where I sat in front of the computer with the webcam and everything and tried to do a little bit of blogging and vlogging. And with the webcam back then, you guys can see for yourself during some of my old intros or quality, whatever it was I used back then, it was awful. The thing is, I don't use this webcam anymore, this HP Pro webcam. I don't use it anymore since I got my Logitech HD webcam, and that thing is miles better than this thing. I'm probably better off just selling this thing, or better yet, throwing it away. Because, in the words of the Broken Hearties, this thing will fade away and classify itself as obsolete! Seriously, you guys can remember from some of my past videos, the webcam quality was awful, the mic quality was not always that good. Heck, I always had to hold my fingers up using my old Logitech headset. That's the name of it. I remember the name now, Logitech headsets. But yeah, I've gone through at least 3 of those Logitech headsets, and not one of them lasts long, and I blame myself for letting others use it as headphones, especially because it messed up on one ear where it shorted it out, and that made it difficult for me to hear anything or even use my mic. But yeah, I may as well just sell this thing and just keep using the webcam I got, which my sister gave me back then. Lately, throughout these past 2 to 3 years now on my channel, especially when it comes to my viewers, I have tried to open up and get others to open up to me, not just as viewers, but fans, and ask them for their own personal opinion on things, and to everyone who subscribed to my channel and everything. But due to how YouTube's algorithms are and their rules and their guidelines and crap, it's hard to do, and sometimes I feel like all my comments and everything fall on deaf ears, which is sad, unfortunately. It's really sad, because I try to post up questions for people to answer on my videos, kind of like the Quarter Guy does, where I post in the little video, or you see it pop up, a question like, what was your opinion on the Nintendo Direct we had recently? What did you think of Isabelle being put into Smash of all things? To my opinion, Isabelle from Animal Crossing is too pure to be in Smash. She's too pure! But nonetheless, though, I'm like, are any of my viewers even watching my videos at this point and commenting on videos? I mean, are any of them following me on Twitter for that matter? Don't any of them want to send me any questions with the hashtag AskLeoQ&A? Come on, guys. 10 years now, and I still get no feedback or even any decent comments or anything like that from any of my videos. It may not be like other YouTubers out there like Alpha Omega Sin or Some Call Me Johnny and his Super Gaming Brother videos. I'm not Razor Fist and everything. I'm not my pal Darkio, who's working on RPG Maker videos, though if I did get back into those would be awesome, probably. All I asked for is just opinions and creative criticism, you know, on my videos, and that is all. What can I do to make my videos better, or was there an extra step I could have taken in my editing process to make my videos better and everything? And I know I'm limited to what I can do, especially when it comes to the computer and everything. I gotta rely on either emulators, my webcam, my camcorder right here to do videos. I'm only limited to emulator games, PC games, or games on Steam that I played and bought, basically. I mean, you guys have seen my Let's Play of Five Nights at Freddy's, or when I tried to do Chronicles of the Dark Lord Episode 1 Tides of Fate. Those were all games on Steam. But sadly, they have only gotten a few views. And the reason why, I'm gonna be truthful with you guys. The reason why I have not done the next episode where I do Night 5, basically, is because of the views, basically. I know I shouldn't let the views rule me and everything on my channel, but it's mostly because of the views, because nobody bothered to comment on any of my videos or anything like that, except for 2 friends, and that's it. No one bothered to comment on anything else. They didn't comment on when I tackled Nights 2 and 3, or 4 to 5 or anything, and that really upsets me. It's like, my channel is... it's just a small jewel in the open sea, basically. But when it comes to the video games and everything, I am a video gamer. I might talk about video games on occasion on my channel and everything. I might talk about the Nintendo Directs on occasion, and on one of my last video vlogs, I talked about how I grew up as a video gamer and how I got started in the video gaming business. But yeah, my videos and everything like that speak for themselves. If there's any constructive criticism on them that needs to be given or anything, then do not be afraid to give it to me. I can handle it. I will take it into heart and I will use it to make myself better. That's all I ask of you guys. And the thing is, I choose to go for it because I got nothing to lose or anything like that. So what if my video doesn't get that many views or anything like that? I will keep on making videos until the day I die, or until the day I decide to make my own website and I leave YouTube altogether. But that's basically it. Where exactly I see myself in the next 10 years, I do not know. Maybe I might not be reminiscing like I am right now on YouTube. I have no idea, sadly. I don't know if YouTube will stick around for another 10 years unless, of course, they change their ways and they change their algorithms, because with how they treat their content creators and everything, and they just want them to see this, or they get overshadowed and everything, I may be long gone from this website in the future, so who knows exactly. And other things. I don't know if YouTube is the place for me to really stick around and everything. I think my video for my friends and everything like that would probably be much more suited on my own personalized website. But I have no money to do that sort of thing, so frick. It would be better, like I said, if I had my own website like Tumblr, and I could post up my own videos and stuff like that, including all my sprite works and some of my old project things. I mean, you guys see my sprite works in the Game Creator Hub videos I do? Don't you guys like it when I do my little, you know, thing? But yeah, that's pretty much it. Why do I have a certain awkward clapping noise in the background? Why do I suddenly have crickets chirping? But hey, this video's gone on long enough, I think. I'm gonna end my video right here, but before I do, I thought that I would read off these few questions and answer them for you guys right here. Fourth wall mailbag, basically, like the quarter guy. And I thought I'd read them off to you guys. I only got 3 because only 3 people actually bothered to send me any questions or anything, so let me get some better light right here. And answer these questions for you guys. Yeah, but anyway, let's get things started, shall we? First question I got comes from my pal, DarkKeo09, the creator of the Rockin' Zarn Frontier games, basically. And his first question is, well, the first thing he wanted to say to me is, well, the one thing I like about your channel is your LPs and your thoughts on games, mostly your LPs, because if they're as nostalgic as Ghostbusters on Sega Genesis, that is the prime example of a good channel doing alright, my man. But the one question that comes to mind is, what is the most fun part you ever had when making your videos? The most fun I have with making my videos is just me expressing myself, basically. Me being me. That's all I can do. Just be me. Why in the world would I want to fake being a faker or something like that on YouTube? That makes no sense whatsoever. But also, getting to play games and show them off, basically, to you guys. Excuse the brightness. I kind of had to cut on my TV because it's getting a little dark in here. But yeah, basically just the freedom to actually create stuff like my Let's Plays, and of course my high view videos like I do, or even for that matter doing the game character creator or hub videos that I do, like the sprites and stuff. So those are always fun. And on the Game Character Hub Sprite Maker videos, I'm always silent. I don't add in my voice unless, of course, someone really wants my honest opinion about how it is I do my sprite works, basically. So, yeah, there's that. But overall, that's pretty much it. TV's too dang bright. I have to cut it off. Sorry, guys. Alright, the next question is from my good friend J Firefox. I mean, J Foxfire. And her question is, what is your favorite LP games you have done over the last 10 years? To take that into consideration, let's see. I definitely say my Metroid Fusion Let's Play. I loved playing in Metroid Fusion a lot. I still have my original cartridge, and that was the one LP I loved making more than anything that is considered to be successful. True, there's my blind Let's Play of Chronicles of a Dark Lord Episode 1 Tides of Fate I'm trying to work on, but only time will tell if I can get back to it. I might do a random video of me playing Lethal League if I ever get a chance, because there are a few games on Steam I want to play more than anything, but the one I enjoyed definitely the most was me playing Five Nights at Freddy's. You guys can see the fear, the anguish, and the torture in my in my face and in my voice when I do the game. Thanks, Jay. Next one is, do you read from a script on what you say? Sometimes, but most of the videos I've done throughout the past were unscripted. I did it all by myself, no script or anything like that with the question video, basically, I'm doing. And I've never really once tried to speak with my mind on occasion, but I do, I do now. Would you do something different if it wasn't playing video games? If so, what? Basically, I'd probably be doing like Chris Greenwood, aka Manifest, and promoting inspirational moods to everyone who is here, basically. That's what I'd be doing, basically. I'd be doing inspirational voices and promoting goodness to them, saying, you have greatness inside of you. That's what I'd probably be doing. Thanks for the question, Jay. I really appreciate it. And last but not least is a question from my friend Japan Anime Girl. If I had to choose, I think I like your updates video the best. It's nice to know what's going on with you every now and then, and if we can help you with anything. One question that randomly popped up in my head was, when you're doing your videos, do you ever get nervous on what to say, or are you just really good in front of the camera, so to speak? I'm gonna answer that just like Jay. I speak from the mind on occasion, but when I do have a script in front of me, I will read from it carefully, and I will voice my honest opinion at the same time. But mostly it's from up here in the mind, but, if I have a script, I'll read from it. But to be truthful, yeah, there was the one time in my Sonic 21st Anniversary Spectacular video where I was doing the top 10 countdown video, and I ended up choking at the end doing number 1, which was Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I ended up choking, unfortunately. Like, Space Coast to Coast to Coast, Birdman Coast to Coast, like, ooh, the pressure! But yeah, most of what I do nowadays is unscripted. Most of the stuff I've done is unscripted. Most of it is on a script, but I think from now on, whenever I do future videos, it's all gonna be on a script and everything. Thanks for the questions, you guys. But I guess that's probably gonna do it for this video. I've got really nothing else I want to talk about, or even for that matter, express. I want to say, once again, 10 years. Where's the time go, What happens in the future for this channel and me? In the words of Sting, once again, take a shot for every time I say it, nothing is for certain. And I want to leave you guys with this important notice. For those of you who are on YouTube who feel like it's not working out, listen to me carefully. You have greatness inside of you. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. You can accomplish anything you put your mind to, and that is the truth. Never give up. Never surrender. You can accomplish anything, because all you have to do is just take that extra step and just, in the words of what they say in Beautiful Joe, just go for it. I'm LeoHightower, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Until then, keep on gaming, do what you gotta do, and God bless. God bless. Bye, guys.